Welcome back to the channel, everybody. So, I meant to make this video yesterday, but I was just honestly, it's been a long week at work, so I was really tired yesterday. I did not feel like sitting down making this video. So, this is going to be the day 1 and 2 of opening weekend Major 3 results. Let's just say the results have been interesting so far, and we'll get to that in just a second. It's not going quite like you would expect. I mean, a couple of teams have turned around, and I don't know. It's just very, very, very interesting. Now, the day 2 results, I will be digesting those as I am giving them to y'all. So I worked until 7:30 tonight. Did not have the chance to watch the stream. I'm actually in the process of watching it as I'm recording this video. I watched part of it. Like the beginning, I haven't watched all of it, so I'm crunching it as I'm giving it to you. But yesterday's, I watched all of that one. Yeah, it was interesting. Let's go ahead and swap over real quick. So, kicking yesterday off, you had the Paris Gentlemates against the Carolina Royal Ravens. Now, before I get into this, there has been some team changes that I know of so far. Vancouver Surge and the Carolina Royal Ravens. The Ravens traded Nero, and let's see if they updated the teams. So they have not. Okay, they update Surge. Nope. Okay, so they did not update those. Okay, so they had some swaps. Nero, he actually flipped over to Vancouver Surge, and who did they get on Carolina? I can't remember what his name was. Capsidal on Vancouver Surge got bumped, and Nero took his spot. I can't remember who took the spot on the Ravens. I don't remember. But kicking that one off, you had... See, and also they have added in some new maps. You got Gridlock, and this is the controversial map. Sake, I don't know. I call it Sake. So you got Sake, Gridlock, Fringe, and Plaza added into the mix. And from what I heard on the stream earlier, they took away Exposure and Blackheart and Exposure. They took away Blackheart and Exposure. So, and now they have those, but they still have Den, Scar, and Raid in there. So, but Gridlock Hardpoint 250 to 138 in favor of the Ravens. They did win that one, but then Paris Gentlemates turned that around 6-3 in the Den Search and Destroy, 4-1 in the Den Overload, and in the Sake Hardpoint, which it feels weird saying these maps in a CDL video, because I'm not used to saying he's in a CDL video, but 250 to 188 in the Sake Hardpoint. I mean, the Gentlemates just turned it around on them and destroyed the Ravens. I mean, Ravens, please pick it up. I know you got a new team member, but come on. What are y'all doing to me? Y'all one of my favorite teams. Come on. Pick it up. But it was first day of the season, or the Major 3. So then you had the Heretics against the Thieves, and Thieves come out on top. No surprise there, honestly. I mean, but the Heretics are one doggone good team. Sake Hardpoint went 250 to 137. The Fringe Search and Destroy went 6-5. Scar Overload 5-3 in favor of the Heretics. Colossus oh yeah, they still have Colossus in there as well. So Colossus Hardpoint 250 to 197. Did not get to Gridlock Search and Destroy, which I was excited to see. I was excited to see that one. But yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting seeing these new maps in the mix. Really is. It really is going to be. But then the surprise of the night was Vancouver Surge against G2 Minnesota. And they Surge 3-0'd Minnesota. But dude, 250 to 249 on the Gridlock hardpoint. I must pull up part of the stream. Hang on. Alright, so we're gonna look at this clip real quick. Let me take away my face cam. This was just absolutely bonkers, the way this went.
Give him an assist for the nade hitting. His teammates then supplement it. Quinn's double, though, will be traded out, and G2 will hold. Now 15 needed for them, and despite all the heroics we've seen out of Surge, here goes G2.
Oh, is that going to need your teammate?
Nope.
Okay, Crimson to avoid that, but yeah, last push, 5 seconds, 4 seconds, you have to go. Nero, Gwyn, TJ, they all win some gunfights, and they are in. They can also win here.
Maybe a good old-fashioned 250, 249. You need more plays from TJ and Gwyn.
Someone's taking a long route.
G2 taking their time. You get a pick on both ends of it. Now comes the collapse. Pressure to TJ and Lunar's inside. For now, they're holding. They're holding. TJ goes massive again. He's able to get 3. TJ keeps them in. Look how deep out G2 are spawning. I don't think they can get there in time.
No, there's just no way. Stuns, nades, they're going to be there. Nero's going to find the last double. 250 to 249. And, well, it is just heroics from TJ and Gwyn that give them that map win.
Yeah, no, the story for the last couple minutes was the heroics weren't enough, but it was just enough. A triple from TJ.
That was absolutely insane. I mean, 250 to 249. I mean, come on. That is just absolutely insane. That's the stuff I love to see. I mean, I love to see that. Getting this set up for... All right. So we're going to go back to the results. Hang on just a second. Yeah. Got my background music back on. Okay, so then you had Raid, Search and Destroy, which went 6-4. And then Scar Overload, which went 7-5. I mean, absolutely. I mean, it wasn't an absolute runaway victory for Surge. It was something they had to fight for. But regardless, Surge 3-0 G2 Minnesota, which, I mean, just absolutely shocked me. I did not expect that whatsoever, at all. But, I mean, it did happen, so points to Surge for that. I mean, if they're improving, good for Surge. I mean, I want to see them get better. Could they win champs at the end of the season? Probably not, but they will. I don't know. They could make it far in the weekend if they continue to improve like this. I mean, we will see. But then, actually, no. They interviewed Gwyn, I think it was, at the end of that. Let me take away the music again. And we're going to go back over and watch this part here.
Day 1 for Qualifier 3. Anthony Wheeler.
Thank you. I'm going to be your guys' host to close out the day today, and it's going to be a wonderful time. Listen, great series. Allie, we both predicted the opposite of this, a 3-0 on the side of G2, but today Surge looked unbelievable. I mean, the new meta, getting Gwyn back to SMG, it's almost like been saying this for a couple of months now.
It's
he
almost
needs to be
like...
an SMG player. So talk to me, first impressions. What'd you like?
I loved it, seeing Gwen on the SMG. That was something that, like, I didn't think it was going to pay out as well as it did. Like, it was one of those things where it was like, okay, it might move the needle, but it's not going to be a huge change. He drops a 1.5. He was absolutely balling in this series. I mean, even going back to this overload for G2, I mean, it's one of those things, like, you're down 0-2, you show a little bit of life in the first half, but then you just get Nero going, and it just felt like G2 could not fight to put themselves back into any sort of map control. I mean, you're not getting a whole lot of Estriel in this map number 3, which he is one of your biggest X factors when it comes to overload. And so for G2, I just wasn't, I think, overall a good showing for them.
From 1-11 in overload to dominating your first one, putting up 7 scores, and at the spearhead of that was Gwyn. I mean, listen, this guy with the SMG in his hand, he can just take over.
Yeah.
And, you know, with him and Tej, you know, you heard Clint and Joe talk about it before the series. Like, they've had success together running those SMGs. So they're starting to win overloads. This is a team that can sneakily upset some squads. And when you bring in a guy like Nero, who does have the takeover ability in a game mode like this, and then even in the search and destroy, just the ability to, like, take the space we saw mid, get the huge kill on the Estriel, buy him something, get out with his life, it just gives them, like, an element I guess they didn't have before. So the thing about them, though, is going to be about replicating this. But before we dive a little or deeper into it, let's talk to the man himself. We got Gwyn on the line for the Monster Energy Spotlight. Let's talk to Gwyn if you're there. Yeah, tell me how it feels to be back on the SMG, back on the NPC. It looks like you're feeling comfortable, man.
I mean, yeah, it feels good. I mean, I was confident even with the AR, but just what came down to the roster changes, we needed me on a sub, so I was down for whatever. But NPC is great, having a lot of fun, me and Terry.
Absolutely.
Give us a sub to blow someone away.
I see you giggling, man. You guys were running around taking over, but what's the difference in bringing in Nero? I mean, he comes in, obviously has a great map 3 there, but how's practice been with him, and what were you guys looking for in picking him up?
With Dill, we just wanted more like takeover and kills. Like, I just felt like we played the game decently good. We just needed more kills, and I mean, he's definitely proved in that last map we needed that. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Honestly, you saying that and being like, we just needed more kills, and then in this series, you were the one that really put up the more kills. It's just unironic in its own sense, but obviously the change seems like it's worked out so far. Gwen, I want to ask you, in the spot that Surge is in right now, you know, it's a new meta, there's new maps, there's so much growing room across everywhere in the league right now, especially with the way y'all season has gone. Where do you find where to focus? Like, how do you pick a certain thing, like an identity for a team like this?
I mean, there's still a lot of COD play. We have the minors and the next 2 majors. Like, we don't think it's over. Like, we're going hard still. Like, there's no giving up. Like, we just want to like make champs. That's all like that really matters. So we're going really hard trying to make it and get better.
Gwyn, tell me, was that a statement game? Are you about to have a good split? Are you fully back?
Be honest with us.
I mean, I never felt like I wasn't back. I mean, I don't know. I guess like I felt like with a sub, I can get more loose and kind of influence the game a little bit more. So like maybe I'm back in that sense. But like, I don't know. At the end of the day, people are always gonna say I'm Killhorn or something. But like,
hey man,
work today, I guess.
Hey, work today. You were playing well. Congrats on the win, and go celebrate with the team.
Appreciate it.
Hey, that's Gwyn. It's nice to see him smiling and catching a dub.
It is. And then, like, in the spot that they're in, like we talked about, I feel like in the pre-shows, like, Vancouver Surge, the players have really shown, like, moments throughout that. Even, like, you go back to the Search and Destroy in this series, like, Lunars was the reason that they kind of full started that 6 in a row for Search and Destroy.
Yeah, it was a good play from Vancouver Surge. They did a great job against G2 Minnesota. I mean, honestly, I was surprised. I was thoroughly surprised and pleasantly surprised to see them pull through so well. But then kicking today off, you had FaZe Vegas against Boston Breach. And this is the part that I'm actually watching currently. I haven't gotten to the rest of it yet, but the Sake hardpoint, 250 to 98. It did not go well for Breach. So let's just put it that way. It did not go well. Fringe Search and Destroy, which I just finished watching, is 6-3. I mean, pretty strong push on the side of FaZe Vegas. I mean, honestly, there's not that. But then Scar Overload, 3-2, and this is the point that I'm digesting as I'm telling y'all. Scar Overload 3-2. I mean, it's pretty close, but still, just was not enough, and that was it for him. Then Koi versus Riyadh Falcons. This is going to be an interesting one to watch because both of these teams are quite good. Went a 3-1. I can't wait to watch that Plaza Search and Destroy. That's going to be real interesting. But Dan Hardpoint 250 to 183. Plaza Search and Destroy 6-2. The Falcons did win. I thought they took out Exposure. Maybe not. I know they said they took out Blackheart. Maybe? I don't know. Like I said, I'm digesting this as I am going over it with y'all. So 4-3 in the Exposure Overload. Apparently Exposure's still in there. Sake Hardpoint 250 to 179. I mean, the Falcons are a really good Overload team. Probably Falcons and Optic is probably the two best Overload teams in the game. The others are good, but those two are just really, really good at Overload. But I mean, pretty strong push from Toronto Koi, it looks like. I mean, definitely was not a slaughter fest. I mean, but they won. I mean, Toronto Koi is a strong team. They are a really, really strong team. But then you had Paris Gentlemates against G2 Minnesota, 3-1. A lot of 3-1s past few days. 250 to 230 in the Sake Hardpoint. That's not bad. That is not bad at all. Scar Search and Destroy 6-2. Den Overload 6-5. That means that probably went to sudden death, maybe? I'd be willing to bet that went sudden death. Yeah. I could be wrong on that, but I'd be willing to bet that went to sudden death. I'm gonna have to watch that part for sure. Well, I'm watching the whole stream, but regardless. Then Colossus Hardpoint 250 to 157. I mean, the Gentlemates are still such a good team. They gotta work. What it looks like is they need to work on their teamwork a little bit because it feels like they're not cohesive as cohesive of a team as they were in Major 1. So a few things to work on there. Then finishing today off, you had Vancouver Surge against the Carolina Roy Ravens, and 3-2 finally went to a game 5. Sake Hardpoint 250 to 233. Not bad. Not bad at all. Fringe Search and Destroy 6-1. That's not good, but it is what it is. Wow. As Scar Overload 3-2. Gridlock Hardpoint 250 to 223. That's pretty good. I mean, that's pretty good hit right there. But then Plaza Search and Destroy 6-1. I mean, the Ravens are a doggone good team, but they need improvement. If they play like they did in Major 2, they're gonna progressively get better as Major 3 goes through. Hopefully they will make it further into Major 3 tournament than they did in Major 2 tournament and Major 1 tournament. But hard to say there, of course. But tomorrow, ending this weekend off, you're going to have Koi versus Boston Breach, Falcons versus FaZe, and Optic versus Cloud9. And I don't think I did any pick'ems for this weekend. No, I did not. Okay. So let's do pick'ems for tomorrow. Toronto and Breach. I'm going to lean the side of Toronto because of the way that they played today. I say 3-1. 3-1. That's what I say. FaZe versus the Falcons. That goes game 5. for sure it goes game 5. Optic versus Cloud9, 3-0. Hands down, 3-0. There's no hope for Cloud9 there. 3-0. Say predictions. Yeah. Hands down, I think that's gonna weigh. I think that's how this is gonna go. Toronto beats Breach 3-1. FaZe beats Falcons 3-2, and Optic beats Cloud9 3-0. That's what I say. Yeah. Pretty good weekend for opening Major 3 so far. Interesting. They have added in the NPC as well, which seems to be a game changer on some of these new maps that they've added in. So, be interesting to see where it goes, where these teams take it. But yeah, that's gonna be all I got for y'all today. I will see y'all tomorrow for the day 3 results. Sorry to have 2 days jammed into one here, but I just was too tired to do it yesterday. But yeah, I'll catch you in the next video. That's all for this one. See you in the next one.